The perfect pork belly consists of crispy skin and some tender meat. So let's make this delicious pork belly. And the ingredients, I'm going to list them for you here, but also I'm going to put them for you in the description box. Just go to the description box and you'll find them there. So we are going to start first with our pork belly, and we are going to do some scoring on it so that we can get the flavors in there before we start roasting it in the oven. So we are going to cut it. As you can see, I cut it in a diagonal, diagonal direction, and then I turn it and then I cut it so that it creates sort of like diamond shapes. And then I'm going to season with some salt at first, and then from there I'm going to season. Make sure you season the bottom and the top, and make sure the salt also goes into those pockets that you created there with the scoring on top. And then I'm going to put some spices now. The Cujin spice, see, I'm gonna put it on there, and then I'm also gonna put the cumin seeds. I'm gonna put some cumin seeds in between those pockets so that they get in there, because I want the flavor to be inside, And then from there, I put all my other spices, your bay leaves. I'm gonna put the bay leaves and the rest of the spices that are left there. I'm going to put them in some oil so that I can just saute them for a little bit so that they release the flavor, before I add. So I changed from a pan, and then I put it in a baking dish. I put my spices in the baking dish that I'm gonna put in the oven. I'm gonna put it in the oven with, and then from there I add my other flavorings, your herbs there, your chili, your jalapeno, and then some garlic, some rosemary. I put everything else there so that they also saute and release some flavor. I put some onion flakes. There's onion flakes, there's peppercorns, there's a whole lot of flavor in there, and some green onions, some brown onion. I put everything in there, and then from there I take that pork belly, I put it in after sauteing the flavors for like maybe 5 minutes, and then you're going to put your pork belly in there. You put it in there so that you brown it on the skin side. You put it down with the skin side down. You put it there, and then you let it brown in there, and while it's busy browning, it's also absorbing the flavor. And then from there you're going to turn it once it's browned like that, and then you're going to turn it the belly side down, and then you're going to put it in the same dish. And then I'm gonna start adding some wine in there to deglaze the pan. And then also the wine in this case is going to help with some acidity. We want to add some acidity in there, and then it's also gonna help in tenderizing the pork belly while it's busy cooking. So you put in the stock. I used chicken stock in this case, and then after putting, it's like a cup of wine, 1 cup of wine, and then you put about a cup of the stock. But the stock, you must make sure that it covers the pork belly, but not all the way up to the skin. Just before the skin, it must end there. It mustn't go above it. It mustn't go above the skin. So it must just end where the meat ends, just before the skin starts. That's where the stock must end after you add it in. And then from there, I'm going to cover this with some foil. So while covering it with some foil, put it in the oven. It's going to take about an hour. I'm going to put it in there, covered with foil, for about an hour. And then after an hour, you remove the foil, put it back in the oven for about another hour, and then your pork belly will be ready. It will be ready to serve. And that sauce that's left and everything, you can make a sauce out of it. You can reduce it and then use it as a sauce for your pork belly or for whatever that you're gonna serve it with. It's so delicious, it's so yummy, it's so tender. I hope you're gonna love this recipe. And if you haven't subscribed, please consider subscribing. And if you like the videos, just click that like button. And then thank you so much for coming back and watching this video. I hope you enjoyed it, and you can comment in the comment section if you do try the recipe and let me know how it came out. Thank you. Till the next video.